Yeah.
It's not going to be new. It's just gonna you're just gonna update it with the epic information, the dates, and then the the spreadsheet that all the information goes to will just keep adding to that
Okay.
spreadsheet.
So it's going to be the same results spreadsheet. It's just going to get added with the new submissions.
Yep. And then we got
Okay.
everything's date stamped. So, and DAOLationships Guild is a little different. Uh, it's not part of the budget workbook because it was created a long time ago separately, actually. Um,
Hmm.
so I just got to make sure I'll send you a link to well, in the top right hand corner, it'll take you of the Google form. If you go into the middle tab, I think it is. Um,
Uh, the budget workbook, is it?
no, if you go to responses in the form, you
Okay.
see
Okay.
it question responses
Yeah.
settings, and then you click on view responses in sheets, and it'll take you to a spreadsheet that's just for this. It's not
Uh,
part of the budgeting doc workbook that houses everything else because it was created before the workbook. And I'm also not the owner of this one, so you'll notice it's a reference. It's not a.
okay. Okay. So actually, I don't have edit access right now, it seems. And I've just sent request edit access uh, because I'm not able to see that results which you just mentioned.
Let me see.
Uh,
Oh, I can't add you. Can I? Yeah. Okay, you should have edit access now.
okay. Yes, yes, I do.
Yep. And then the spreadsheet for that or is in the same folder called All DAOLationships Coordinate and Survey Responses.
Um, okay. You've shared access to the folder with me. Is it on Google Drive? Is
Yeah.
that a folder on Google Drive?
Yeah.
Um, I don't see it actually.
Mm-mm.
I'm just gonna share with you my email address on DM.
Okay. That should happen now. Mm-mm.
Um, yeah. It's about to start on us. Do you think we can do like another session refresh on the rest of the responsibilities for the, the season?
Yeah,
Uh,
essentially, other than the coordinates and the payouts and, um, helping with the agendas, it's gonna be trying to engage the guild and figuring out how to make reviewing our governance docs the most awesome, amazing thing that anybody's ever done and something that everybody wants to participate in. That's the big challenge.
okay. Got it, got it. Yes, I remember that. Okay.
Yep.
Um,
All right. We'll give folks
so,
a couple more
okay,
minutes.
okay.
Yeah, to kind of trickle in. We are streaming live on YouTube.
Hey, GMNS,
Hello.
can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, so Sinad is unavoidably absent, and he asked we facilitate the call, so I'll be facilitating the call this evening. It's evening here. It's actually night in my time zone, so I'll be facilitating the call as he's unavoidably absent. And Winverse, on the other hand, as apprentice, will be taking meeting notes. CRM apprentice as well. So in a couple of minutes we'll kick that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll just remind folks that all the voice channels have their own chat channel associated with the voice channel. So if you want to participate in the meeting, if you can't speak or use voice, that'll be the channel that we use for text communication that we'll monitor. Feel free to ask questions and comments and drop memes, and we'll get it going in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, another thing, Salman, I sent you a little message on your DM. So you could help share a screen. I'm having a little bit of problem with Discord today. Don't know what I did to them, but yeah, that's it from my end.
Sure. Sorry, annoying thing. You sent me a DM just now, right? Yeah. Just checking.
Yeah, it's just basically so we can help share a screen. Yeah.
Just I'll do. Sure.
Just making sure I'm not breaking out, right? So in a couple of minutes, we're going to kickstart with a readiness check to know how every one of us are doing the past week and our plan for the week, right? Great. Thank you very much for that, sir.
Cool. All the best, anointing. For your
All right, so we're gonna kickstart. Welcome everyone.
Sorry, anointing. Johnny, we are sharing your screen, your video, in case you are not aware of that. Take it off if you want to. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. You guys can see my face and see who I am, so it's good.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was me, man. I was shocked. I had to tap my camera. That's great. So yeah, welcome everyone. We welcome you to this week's Good Sync. So yes, we're going to be starting with a readiness check. So basically what I'm trying to do is to know how everyone is doing the past week, how the past week has been for you, briefly, 5 seconds, and we proceed. And then what your plans for this week we're in for DAOLationship, right? So we're going to be starting with Salman. GM, sir, how are you doing? Having your week? And what's your plan for this week? Just briefly, you can type in if you do not have time to unmute and talk.
Sure. All good, anointing. Interesting week. Just figuring out this governance stuff. Always, good to get some answers from Ernest. And we'll be. It's going to be an interesting. Thank you, anointing. Back to you.
Great. We have John here. I can see. Okay, so I think I'm going to be going alphabetically, right? So the next person is me, of course, and I'm good. Practically doing well. The last week have been overwhelming and hectic, working our asses off to get something done here in the CRM, taking new and learning new things, and getting pretty much involved than we were before. And for this week, we're going to be furthermore cleaning the CRM, answering more questions in the CRM Notion page, finding more ways to develop the DAOLationships CRM. So basically, that's it for now. And I'm good and well, happy to be here and happy to be facilitating my first call in DAOLationships, man. Thank you, everyone. So the next person we have here is Anthony Zimtimo. Okay, welcome, Sarah, to the Relationships Weekly Sync. So what we're trying to do is a kind of readiness check, know how everyone is doing. Very briefly, 5 seconds. Sorry, 30 seconds max, and like maximum. Make use of our time very well. Tell us how your week was and what are your plans actually for this week we're in here in the relationships.
I am doing really well. Had a great weekend. Just trying to really get more of my head around the CRM as it concerns like Podcast Hatchery and Bankless Africa. And, just also plugged into the AV side of things with some of the AMAs and stuff. So just staying tuned in. Happy to be here.
Great. Nice to have you here, sir. Quick to that.
Hello, guys. GM. I'm working on to bring more relationship to our DAO and also AMA opportunities. So the one last I worked on, unfortunately, they decide to postpone because they want to wait for their app launch. But anyway, working on bring more collaborations and opportunities to our relationships. Thank you.
That's great. Much happy to have you here with us on this call. Juan, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, GM, everyone. I don't really have much on my end. I have an awesome weekend, and I'm looking forward for a better one this week.
Great one. Great having you on the call today. E3C007, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. How's everyone?
Very well. Much appreciate. Much happy having you here on the call. Flow Science, how are you doing? Welcome.
GM, doing fantastic, thank you. It's wonderful to be here. This is my first DAOLationship call, so I'm great to be on.
Sounds great. So hang in there. You're going to be telling us a little about yourself in a few minutes, and we're glad you're joining us here. Welcome. So how are you doing? Great. How are you doing, Jim? We have a great on the call, right? All right, we're going to move on to Jarvis James. How are you doing, sir? GM.
Hey, GM, everyone. My week was fantastic. We had NF Thinker and I had a discovery call with a cross protocol that went really well. They're going to put together a referral link for us so we can earn transaction fees as a DAO, and we could get our first crack at promoting that referral link with the AMA we're going to have with them. So you all know that we usually charge 5,000 USDC for these AMAs, but we're gonna negotiate on a new price here since we have an added incentive with the referral link, and you need like 700,000 worth of volume to pretty much to accrue $1,000 worth of ACX token. So it's a nice way for us to diversify our treasury here, and they believe that we can reach that level of volume within a week. So, it's going to be fun experimenting with that and using that referral link for future AMAs. We're also going to have a discovery call tomorrow with Nest Protocol. So shout outs to Mick Ill for putting that together. And just excited about the future AMAs that's going on.
Thank you very much for that. Awesome job you're doing, sir. Can really applaud you all for taking much steps and doing much steps we're doing. Much appreciated to have you on this call. So, John, sir, how are you doing? GM.
Hey, good morning. I think the guy just told me that if you're streaming, it limits the amount of folks. So I'll just go back to my chippy. But yeah, this is, I think Flow Science is also my first DAOLationships. I've kind of posted some ideas, so I definitely wanted to join in. I think, it's good for you all to see my face actually in the DAOLationships Guild. Sometimes it's good for people to see the actual person who's doing the speaking behind it. But yeah, super interested. I go by John E on my personal account, so this is my personal account, but I'm on Twitter at John at the List of DAOs. So yeah, just looking forward to hearing what the the guild is up to, and then I have a proposal that I've worked on the last couple of days, and excited to kind of talk through that and kind of vet it a little bit about a DAO directory. So just excited to be here. I appreciate the opportunity.
That's awesome. Welcome to the relationship, sir. And we're glad you're joining us for your first call here. We're much happy you're joining us. How are you doing, lad Sam? GM.
GM. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Not so bad. I guess this is my first call as well. GM, everyone.
Well, awesome. Thank you very much for joining us. We're glad you're here. We have a lot of new people joining us here, and that is so interesting. Okay, well, much updates on that in regards to come towards the ending of the call for kind of proper onboarding to know more about the relationships. That if you've not done so with Michael, the talent coordinator, we're going to be redirecting you very soon. How are you doing, sir? Michael, GM.
Yeah, GM, everyone. Doing great. I'm having a great evening. Yeah. Looking forward to.
Awesome. We're glad you're joining us, sir. Thank you for coming out. Mon, how are you doing? GM.
Hey, guys. Just landed here about 3 days ago, and I like to start a Filipino translation node for Philippines, and started writing on Notion, learning on Notion, and writing on Substack. And appreciate the value that the DAO given to us. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you for joining us. Is this your first time joining the relationship call?
Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome to the relationships. I'm going to advise you to reach out to the international media nodes as well, so you can get started with creating a node for the Filipino if it's not in place already, right? So you could get plugged in. But otherwise, welcome to the relationships. We're glad you're joining us. GM, sir, NF Thinker.
Hey everybody, how we all doing today? So I've been working on a bunch of random other things. So a few things going on with project testing as a service. There's been some collaboration going on between Infinite Homie with TestDAO. Thanks to Ernest for getting in there and raising some awareness around that. Hopefully that's going to be moving forward quite quickly, and we can get that set up so we can integrate those into marketing campaigns. Speaking of marketing campaigns, DAOLationships has been working with Ethereum's OS. We're going to be dropping a new marketing campaign proposal with Ethereum's OS today. So look forward to some information coming out of that. It's worth about $20,000 to the DAO, so hopefully that goes through. Then we have the DAO Sentiment Tracker. We have some ambassadors who are going out, dropping that link, trying to get more people answering the DAO Sentiment Tracker, which has been created by a Shishin team and the Research Guild. That's going to be super useful for finding out how people are contributing to the DAO, how they're feeling with actually contributing, and if they're feeling valued and if they're earning enough. So that's really important for us. Then we have a couple of new things that have popped up recently, such as, let's see, Epoch is something that's kind of happening behind the scenes right now. Many of you know that Grendel has come back to DAOLationships, come back to BanklessDAO to help participate in DAOLationships. and we're working on an ambassadors program. He's put us in touch with someone from Epoch who's trying to create something called DAO Advisors. And I guess this is kind of similar to what Bex Consulting does, but rather than being a full service, it's going to be a single person who can help guide projects in either tokenomics or marketing, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot more to flesh out there. I've only just read the proposal over today, but look forward to that proposal coming out soon. Speaking of proposal, as Jairus mentioned earlier, we have a proposal up in the forums right now. Proposal is to discuss, is to get some funding for some AMAs, some sponsored AMAs. So please check out the forums, check out the opportunity for BanklessDAO to start earning through sponsorships. I believe that's 40% of all the sponsorship money will be going through to BanklessDAO. Jairus, please correct me if I'm wrong there. And then there is, we're currently looking for a connection to Uniswap. So if anybody here is involved with Uniswap, who knows the community manager or the marketer or the partnership manager over at Uniswap, we really need to get in touch with somebody over there. So please let me know if you're connected with them in any way, shape, or form. I've got a bunch of other things to say to touch on here. I'm just going to drop it and leave it at that because there's a bunch of other people here in the room as well. So we'll just leave it at that for now and circle back to me afterwards. Cheers, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all that. You folded it in a bit. We thank you. We hope you joining us, right? I'm so inspired. All the jobs you're doing, we are seeing, and we are learning and following up ASAP as long as we keep getting inspired. You know, it's nice having you here in the relationships, and we look forward to doing more with you. Otherwise, welcome to the Relationships Weekly Guild Sync for this week. So, how are you doing, Oge? How are you, GM? We can hear you in case you're speaking. Yeah, you can actually use the test channel. How are you doing, Opera? Okay.
Oh, okay, no problem. Well, you guys, you can hear me now. Should be hearing me now.
Yeah, how are you doing? Good.
All right. From my own side, I
can hear you.
I'm doing well. GM everyone. Yeah, I think lately today there was someone that was looking to Synod and
Wait, although your line was breaking a little bit, was not able to get all the things you're saying. Maybe it's a network or something. But otherwise, it's nice having you in the call. Oluwasijibumi, how are you doing? So we're going to be taking it a little more faster. You're 19 minutes on, and we have a kind of lots to discuss, right? How are you doing, Oluwasijibumi? GM?
Jim, I'm doing very well. How are you too, and how is everyone?
All right. Opera, how are you doing? Welcome. If they're not here, Quila, how are you doing? Welcome to the Relationships Guild, GM.
Yeah, GM, I'm fine. How are you doing?
Very well.
Being here, so I'm just trying to flow along with everything and get a hold of what is happening around here.
Great, nice having you on the call, Quila.
Thank you.
You just call with us here in the relationships, right?
Yes.
Welcome. Welcome to DAOLationships. Crypto. How are you doing, sir?
Very well. Thanks for the kind words as well. GM to everyone. I've just come here for the first time, and yeah, Salman happens to be a friend, so just navigating the DAO landscape within BanklessDAO. Happy to make some friends and share my expertise as well.
Awesome. We're glad you're joining us here in DAOLationships. Welcome. Scar, how are you doing?
Oh, was that for me?
No, it wasn't. That was a great one.
Sorry.
Like I said, I'm good. Hope you're fine as well. It's been a long and just start doing the meeting, just relax and listen to what we have. Yeah.
Great. Welcome on board. Welcome to this call. Vikram, how are you doing, sir?
GM, everyone. Doing great, and over the past month, weeks, been so hectic, but I'm glad to be here, and hope everybody is doing great.
That's awesome. How are you doing, Warrior? If they're not here, Winverse, how are you doing? GM.
Hey, GM everyone. Happy to be here. I'm looking forward to a great week with everyone. Yeah, thank you. Back to you, Alex.
That's great. Simply Anna, how are you doing?
Yeah, everyone. It's nice to be here. Hoping to have a good experience in this guild.
Great. Ernest of Gaia. GM, sir. How are you doing, sir? That's awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. Sorry it took a lot of time on Readiness Check and getting ourselves ready for what we have today. It's well and good. And welcome every new person here. It's nice having you on this call. It's keen that we know what we're doing today. So today is our Guild Weekly Sync, where we come out together, we rapport, dialogue, and know what's going on across the DAOLationships Guild, right? Where we gather much information and know what's up in the guild and how to get involved, right? And yeah, so without missing most of our time, we're going to be diving into the announcements and action items. And for the upcoming demos, we have the Pocket Network. That will be the 24th of Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. EST. That should be next tomorrow. And the Deep DAO, that's some of second one in the upcoming demo list. The Deep DAO is going to be on the 31st of August on Wednesday, right? 2:30 p.m. EST. And the wallet chat, September 7th on Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. EST. So Wednesdays basically is for our demos, and these are interesting. So it's more like a call to action for everyone to get involved, come out, participate, know more about all these protocols, networks, community DAOs, and communities. Basically, get ideas on them and grab how it's going to suit you and how to get involved and be good as well. So the next on our list here is the DAOLationship Guild logo design contest. The contest has already started. I don't know if Maki wanted to throw a little light on this after now. So the contest has already started. The first phase is going to end on the 24th of this month. That should be next tomorrow. It's 22nd of my time. 22nd already. So the first phase is going to end on the 24th. Maybe we can increase the time frame as we have a limited amount of submission. So we do not know if members are fully aware about this DAOLationship Guild logo design contest. So for everyone on the call, you want to say something?
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
sure. So about the contest, it will end on the 24th. It started last week, yeah. So I'm still looking at the submissions. So maybe the date will be extended. So that's for one. And then the other one is I onboarded a few graphics designers or mainly designers last week or last 2 weeks, and I've only seen from them only like I think 2 or 3 people that have submitted. So this is a way for them to get plugged in, and let's see what they can do, because I feel most of them are just getting onboarded and like sitting out on the guild. I don't know how to, but if they are
that's cool. Go ahead, sir.
This is a way for them to get involved in the guild.
That's awesome. So the last meeting we held, the last weekly sync, we discussed about getting this contest running, which is what is in place at the moment. It's designing the new DAOLationship logo, and it's a contest. So, right, if you have some design skills or you're from Design Guild and you want to participate in this, it's a call to action to get started, get your hands steady with this work, and have yourself, get some banks. I think there's some kind of remuneration for it, and all this one. So yeah, so the next one here is the domain DAO. We are securing a partnership with domain DAO to get to secure a .DAO domain TLD registrar, and I've seen information on this in the discovery call templates. We've had the discovery call already, I guess so. And then the AMA is coming up on Thursday, 4 p.m. UTC. Yes, so the AMA is going to come up on Thursday by 4 p.m. UTC. So it's going to be a great collaboration, already sounding great. So I'd encourage every one of us to join the AMA section, throw up questions, get answers for your questions, and get more inclined about how the domain DAO works and how a partnership is going to run. What is the aim, objective, and everything. Feel free to throw up your questions and all of that. So not going to be wasting much of our time, as we spent some time already in the vibe and check. So we're going to dive into the agenda. And for the governance, we have Ernest of Gaia, sir.
For the multi-sig signers, I was checking Gnosis. I don't just now. I didn't see any queued transactions. Are we still on Gnosis or did we move over to Parcel? Oh no, no. I was just looking for DAOLationships. Oh, gotcha. Oh, got it. Mm, I got you. Just didn't want to miss out. 'Cause I know like a few of us were late with some of those other transactions on Gnosis, so I just wanted to be proactive. But yeah, thanks. All right, cool. Yeah, just let me know when a transaction need to be signed.
Great updates. Awesome. Thank you very much for that, Ernest of Gaia. I'd like to know if anyone have any question for so far we've discussed. Any questions, suggestions, or update you want to share on in regards to the governance? So proceed.
So as Ernest mentioned, I'll be sending out the links to the coordinate signups later today. So this week we're gonna be accepting signups, and next week we're gonna be doing the allocations again. Just repeating what Ernest said. Thank you.
Cool. That's awesome. Thank you for getting your hands on that. Thank you very much, Ernest of Gaia. And we'll be moving to the guild coordination. Sinad is not here right now. And
Okay, continue.
okay, Mikey, go ahead.
Yeah, continue. I'll add mine later.
All right. I and Winverse are assisting the guild coordinator, Sinad.is, and Winverse is doing more of the guild care of updates. And I don't know if he has anything to say on this regard, but the notes available here. So Winverse basically does the announcements and the relationship announcement channels and takes notes for weekly things, as well as furthermore doing some getting involved with global events and knowing how to do some other stuff around from there. And for the CRM, assistance in that on the CRM, I have a little update and a little observation, which I've reached out to Sinad. Yes, we are apprenticing on this role, but there is a little difficulties I'm facing, right? It's with regards to the accounts, the accounts, right? The demo discovery code templates. So some of the discovery code templates do not have the account coordinators on it. So it becomes very difficult for me to throw questions when I have them, when I'm answering some of the questions, right? So I'm supposed to be taking care of answering the questions on the doc and providing adequate answers for them. So it's more like I'm urging account coordinators. I've seen some accounts that do not have account coordinators on it, and I tried adding it manually. It was quite a bit of a difficulty. So I've reached out to Sinad, and we're going to see how we tackle that on our next guild coordination call between him and Winverse. And furthermore, I'll be reaching out to different account coordinators, possibly have a kind of listed documents on coordinators coming in. So if there are questions on CRMs, I'll still discuss that with Sinad. If there are questions that needs to be asked, there are people it can actually refer. And some written documents on Notion Ninja for the Relationships Guild. So basically, that is what we're doing at the CRM Assistance Office, and we're going to be taking it off, continuing from where we at the moment. And just some minutes, I can quickly talk about my dog. All right, that's it for now. For the more updates on that, I would refer to Sinat. So yeah, for the Talent Coordination Office, McHugh. And yes, I'm sorry for not mentioning, Sinad is unavoidably absent. So that is why I'm facilitating the call today as an assistant under him, and Winverse is taking the meeting notes. So yes, that's it at the moment. Talent coordinator, please, you can give us your update.
Yeah, GM, I don't have much update on my side except that I onboarded a few folks and I tried, I did some follow up and yeah, and so I also have something to add. I want to kind of like I'll send a doc to Salman. So before he releases the coordinate sign up form, I would like to add a kind of like an onboarding tracking sentiment tracking form to the coordinate sign up, so new members that have been onboarded can use the form and answer some few questions just to make the onboarding a bit more seamless. So that's what I have on my side.
Reflects on against Crystal Palace. He's suspended sitting alongside Thiago there. There was an expected back from his hamstring injury until next month.
Who's here? Thank you for that, Michael. Yeah, so this is where I said we're going to be referencing the new joiners we have on our list here. Reach out to the talent coordinator. That if you've not had your onboarding call yet with the talent coordinator Makil, that is Flow Science, John, Mon, Quila, Sasi Top.crypto, Latson, and Quila. You have two Quilas here. Okay, one. Please do reach out to Makil to have a proper onboarding section so you could understand how the DAOLationship Guild works and operates, the operations here in DAOLationships Guild, and how to get involved, and basically everything about us, right? So we're going to be moving on to the next agenda here. The DAO Sentiment Tracker. Maybe someone wants to, okay, NF Thinker, maybe you want to give an update on the DAO Sentiment Tracker, sir?
Yeah, NF is not able to talk right now. So DAO Sentiment Tracker is a survey that is active here on this link that a few ambassadors from within DAOLationships are out and about, like sourcing responses to. There's a thread on the DAOLationships channel. If you'd like to get involved, everybody does get a unique URL of their own, and also there's a dedicated bank allocated for people who are receiving the for this effort. As far as I know, I think Eternity has been from last I've heard has been getting a lot of signups. Also, there are a few other ambassadors that are working on this. But if you haven't filled the survey yourself, please do go ahead and check it out. It's also linked to on this week's weekly roll up newsletter, where you can find the link. And send it to your friends in the DAO. Yeah, that's an update on the sentiment tracker.
Great. Thank you very much for that, Salman. Much appreciated. Yeah. So it's a great one. The little I know about this, there have been a total of 100 responses generated, aside from what we have here on the Notion doc, the agenda, right? There have been a total of over 100 responses, and that is kudos to the ambassadors that are shipping this across different DAOs and communities. And yeah, I don't know, but it's not here, but it was in the then held call a few hours ago on the Research Guild. So if you want to get involved, there are ways you can still reach out to NF Tinker or SSG. He's not on the call, or possibly reach out to me and or Salman, right? And know how to get involved. So he said some things about it. So we're gonna move up to the next thing here on the agenda, the Human DAO affiliates. So I don't know if someone wants to give an update on the Human DAO affiliates here. Otherwise, I can take it on. Okay. So first question here says to be a delegate for the Human DAO affiliates, and there is a link to the doc here. Okay, GM, sir.
Hey, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
sir.
I was talking earlier and nobody could hear me. I think I got rugged. So yeah, thanks for that update. And also, yeah, touching back on the DAO Sentiment Tracker. Of course, you know, anybody who wants to get involved can still get out there and get an affiliate link. eTrinity is by far in the lead with over 50 submissions so far. So he's doing a fantastic job. So, you know, anybody who's got some contacts within certain DAOs and thinks they can get people to respond, that's exactly what we need. We're just looking to find a little bit more information around DAO contributors, and there is an incentive. There's a pool of 20,000 bank that's going to be distributed amongst the ambassadors who are going out and sharing this link. That's why we're generating the individual links. So you will be compensated based on the amount of forms that are filled out through your link. I wanted to touch on the domain DAO thing, because that may or may not have been I had to deafen myself earlier. Sorry, guys. That may have been touched upon earlier. I just want to touch on that quickly because I failed to mention it in my brief update earlier. Domain DAO passed through the forums. We've gone into an agreement with them to help them promote their mission to secure top-level domain issuance. And I'm going to be running an AMA with them this Thursday. This is just an unpaid AMA. I'm doing it as kind of a, just something to help out the DAO and help out domain DAO. So please come along, listen in, participate, bring your questions. And also there's a chance to win some bank tokens if you donate 0.05 ETH. So check out the BanklessDAO Twitter. In terms of the Human DAO affiliates, this is another ambassador campaign that we're running with affiliate links similar to the DAO tracker, except it's a lot easier. All you have to do is click on the link that's posted in that thread. So if you go to DAOLationships General and look under threads, you should be able to find the Human DAO thread. Click on the link, and that will take you to the Human DAO page. You fill in your details, and you create your own little affiliate link. Once we have the go-ahead, then you can go out and try and sell some NFTs, and we're going to be compensated. The DAO will get 10% of cut. The DAOLationships Guild will get 10% of the cut, and then the individual ambassador will get 80% of the cut. So if we make 330 pounds per NFT sold, then you'll get around 280 pounds or whatever the conversion is there. So it's a way to make some money, and it's also a way to generate some interest for Human DAO, who's a really fine BanklessDAO partner. That's that update. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the update, sir. Yeah, we're going to be moving to the next agenda item here. The marketing demos. Oh, sorry, the human DAO. Yeah, I don't know. Ernest of Gaia, you may have something to say on this, or no? Someone else can help do a little update on this. The human DAO affiliates.
Yeah, that was the Human DAO affiliates. Next up is the marketing demos. And the marketing demos is something that had been mentioned within a marketing meeting that we were having a couple of weeks ago before Ornella went on holiday. She's back now, so I'm going to see about building in having a regular marketing person here. I know, Ernest, you were previously or maybe still be a role holder in marketing. I'm not sure about that. But the idea is to get somebody who wants to participate in actually pushing forward marketing campaigns who can sit in on DAOLationships meetings, because it seems like a lot of the marketing campaigns now are coming through DAOLationships, and so we need a marketing person who can help guide that. So that, that's to be confirmed, coming up soon. Hopefully we'll have some more marketing people here within DAOLationships, and we can try and
sorry to cut you short.
integrate.
I'm an active contributor in Marketing Guild, and
Awesome.
I'm a role for that too.
Thank you for that, sir. All right, so we're going to move in fastly. We are almost on top of the hour, and we're going to move in fastly to the marketing demos. So for the marketing demos, we need to set them up, and the marketing is actually creating an onboarding flow for new folks coming through the relationship demos, and it's going to start using the demos as source of content for marketing.
Did we lose anointing, or is it just me? Okay, we did lose.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, we hear you now. I hear you now, yeah.
Maybe I was wrong. Sorry about that. So yeah, I said maybe someone wants to throw more light on the marketing demos we have here in the agenda item. Or better still, we'll move to the next one we have here, and when we have a little more information on the marketing demos, we put it out in the general chat. Okay, you can see these messages. So yeah, some chats is going on for that already. So we'll move to the next one, the project TextIn as a service. So we want to set up a new DAO service for researching and testing new and existing projects. And this will serve as a user feedback loop for projects looking for inputs. And it's going to be a vetting before, and as a vetting, right, before we proceed to marketing. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I would say rather than vetting before proceeding to marketing, it's more like integrated with marketing. So we could use it either or, but the original idea was to include it in part of our marketing package. So we've got a lot of projects and protocols who come in here and they want our feedback. They also want to get the name out there. They want to get their own project out there. So it could either come before the marketing campaign or it could go along with the marketing campaign, either or. Infinite Homie showed some interest in getting something up and running with TestDAO, and so I suggested that that Infinite Homie work with the existing proposal that's being created by eTrinity and Ernest, and that we turn it into sort of like a cross DAO collaboration. And that would be able to, if you take a look at the thread that's been created, I've thrown some numbers out there, which could be potential number for earning, splitting the contributions. We would charge each protocol X amount, a flat rate, and then we would charge them a per tester rate as well. And the flat rate might be something like 0.1 ETH or whatever it is, 0.5 ETH. I don't know. That's all to be determined. I think TestDAO would have a lot more information based on that. And then, maybe just there's Salman, keep going up. There's some chips there. Okay, there we go. So yeah, essentially, we would have a flat fee to be split among the project treasury. So the project treasury, TestDAO, BanklessDAO, and the marketing campaign. Or the marketing campaign could be like the finder's fee, right? So 70% project treasury pays the leads. That would be the people responsible for parsing the data and presenting it to the client. 10% to TestDAO, 10% to BanklessDAO, and then 10% to marketing campaign or the person who is the finder's fee, right? And then we'd have the per tester fee, and that would be split 80-20. So 80%. So let's just say we charge them $100 per tester, and every tester would get $80 of that, and then there would be 20% which gets cut up and split as above, and then that will incentivize scaling, and it will also incentivize users to take part in the testing. Those numbers are totally off the cuff. They'll need some sort of verification just to make sure that that we could rearrange them however we see fit. But yeah, I just wanted to get some examples out there of how it could be done. Really looking forward to seeing how that moves forward. And ball is in the court there with Infinite Homie and anybody else who wants to take part. Looking forward to seeing how that goes.
Sounds great. Thank you for that. And that's a kind of great way to cross collaborate with other DAOs and communities as well. I think I like that. Yeah. So that's for the project testing as a service. So you could be following up here in the chat channel and stuff, guys. Doing a lot of great job posting some threads, the thread chat, like tagging some threads here in the chat channel, so you can properly know what we're talking about, right? So you could follow along. That's for the project testing. Quickly, we're going to move into the BanklessDAO AMA proposal. So for the proposal, there is a link here from forum.bankless.community. So you can click on the link and have a glimpse of it and get engaged with the proposal here for the AMAs, right? And not wasting so much of our time, we're going to move to the projects Prodigy, right? The African Esports Academy. Anyone available for the updates? Anyone want to give us the updates on the project Prodigy? Wait, that's awesome. That's a way of extending some level of collaborations and the related relationships across Africa. Great one. It sounds sweet already because I'm African, right? And we look for opportunities and we get involved and nail it. Sounds good. Thank you for that update, sir. So not so sure for the bi-weekly demo workstream updates, but I can see Salman's name here. So should you have something to say about this? If not, we can just follow some more discussions we have here. We're on top of the hour. Yeah, so.
Okay. No, its demos are ongoing. This section was added a while back. Now it's like a weekly activity, and we have upcoming. These are the upcoming demos. Pocket Network on this Wednesday. Please come join. And yeah, you'll on the Notion in test calendar, you're gonna find a list of upcoming demos. And if you have any that you want to suggest, please do come drop in and just let us know. Yeah.
The audio isn't coming out clean, sir. It's breaking.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear it very well.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead, sir.
Okay, I'm just gonna repeat myself again. So this section was added previously as bi-weekly, but now demos are a weekly activity. So this week we have Pocket Network, our upcoming demo on the 24th, right after the intro call. Please do join. And also for other demos, you can just check out our events calendar on Notion, where you're gonna find all of our upcoming demos. And if you have any suggestion to make for demos, any introduction that you want to make, please do just drop in and let us know.
That's awesome. Thank you very much for that update. For the bi-weekly demo work stream updates, and so yeah, there's just a little thing I'd like to share before we'll call it a day for this today. And it's about a CRM, right? So I'm looking for a way to not like make the job easier, but it's more like a plea for accounts coordinators. So I was asking for permissions before I could bring it up here. And yeah, I received a little go ahead. So I've seen some accounts coordinators already. So it's more like a favor to help push the work going, because there are a lot of discovery call templates that are not filled. The details, some of the details are missing in the CRM page. Some of the details are missing, and some were created. Some of these demos and AMAs were around season 4, somewhat around ending of season 3 as well. So I'm trying to tidy it up and have it clean. And we are having a couple of demos and AMAs coming in season 5, more back-to-back schedules every Wednesday. And so it's more like a plea I'm making for accounts coordinators. I've reached out to some persons already, and I'd like to just have your names in the accounts coordinator. Just when you're filling the discovery call template, just help me add your name as the account coordinator, like Sinad always does on his own, and sometimes NF Thinker. And yes, so it's easy. I tried adding it myself. I had lots of difficulty there. So it's easy for me to recreate questions. It's easy for me to bring back questions to the accounts coordinators wherever I'm stuck, because some of these demos and AMAs I was not present there, but ongoing I have to be present to get the answers myself going forward. Yeah, so it's more like a favor I'm asking. Crypto Dad, NF Thinker. I don't know most of the accounts coordinators we have here. So that'll be it. Any more updates before we adjourn the meeting? That was quite detailed. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sure. Well, thank you for that update. Is there any other updates, suggestion, or ideas that needs to be discussed, or maybe questions before we adjourn the meeting?
Just want to check if John E wanted to mention something because he had a proposal, I believe.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. I'll keep it nice and short. I know we're over. Yeah, I've worked on a proposal. I have about 4 or 5 slides. I think Jack of All or somebody had said to submit the proposal. I'm just waiting for Sanad to kind of take a look at it. But I think what we were just talking about, that's what we do at List of DAOs every single day. Differentiating factor. I don't pull API information. I'm not pulling, DAOs information. We only have 200 DAOs, but that's because we're going one by one, forming relationships. And to me, it just kind of made like a partnership or like the most ideal thing. Like I'm going out and talking to these DAOs and getting them listed. I'm talking to their core members, talking to their mods, and getting them on. I talked to Domain DAO probably about 3 or 4 months ago. I think I was talking to NFT Thinker on the side, but we talked to a lot of DAO tools as well. So I kind of feel like we're a good match. And yeah, my kind of proposal, just like keeping it nice and short, is, hey, if we find a DAO, like we already have the directory set up on these relationships, and pay Bankless members back for that, just a small amount, like maybe 25 bank. I think that's like the same exact thing as what we're going to do, and then the DAOLationships can leverage those opportunities with DAOs to kind of further that relationship, the one-on-one. So that's where I'm at right now with the proposal. I just think like, hey, we have the tool. I'd love to work with you, and like, yeah, that's where I'm at. So I appreciate the shout out, Salman, and saw you in the Good Morning News DAO the other day. I'm in these places every day doing this thing, so I just appreciate it, and thanks for the time.
Awesome. Great to hear, John.
Thank you, man. That's quite inspiring. It's more like we're getting more involved across other communities in DAO, which is I'd say it's the sole aim and vision for DAOLationships, right? That's why we're here. And it's something we're going to be doing on daily. It's a regular thing, right? Thank you very much for showing up. We appreciate it. So we're going to be waiting just 1-2 minutes before we could adjourn the call. See, so many people are leaving already. It's not my intention to keep all of us waiting. I know we're on top of the hour, but if there are no other questions, no other suggestions, no other idea, I have to adjourn the call. And thank you everyone for showing up. There are lots and lots of other places you can be, but you're here, and it means a lot to all of us. Together we build a community. There is no community without everyone. So let's do this. Thank you everyone for showing up. See you in the demos and AMAs. I plead your indulgence and showing up in the demos and AMA section, and of course the next weekly sync. Peace out, everyone.
Anointing Thompson, I just wanted to shout out and say well done to you for running this meeting, because you absolutely smashed it. So great job, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, everyone.
Thank you, Anointing. It is awesome.
Bye-bye.
See you all.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Have a great day, everyone.
All right, good night.